Tuesday morning. It's the main event. I'm your humble host, Stephen McCollum, and you guys know him as 17-year NFL veteran, 3-time Super Bowl champion for your Dallas Cowboys. Now, before I introduce him through his name and all of that stuff, all I'm going to say is buckle up for his getting back on that bandwagon. He was clawing on there. He broke his ankles jumping off the bandwagon yesterday after that weekend series. Let's just see how far up that bandwagon he's clawed back up on as well. Dale Hellestrae's here, everybody.
Good morning, Steve. And I don't even remember yesterday, so I don't know what you're talking about. Broke my ankles jumping off and pulled a hamstring trying to get back on.
You and everybody else after last night's game.
What a game. What a way to start the week. Your beloved Dodgers come to town and go home hurting.
I've never been a Dodgers fan at all. I've always hated them.
Yeah.
Even before the Diamondbacks were around and stuff to that. But, fantastic game last night. The worst part of it, we'll get into this coming up later on. I just want to say the worst part of it, Dale, this is what I love about doing what we do. This is why I love it. I'm sitting here going, Ketel Marte over in that series, and he doesn't step up in big moments. Never does it. You pay him to step up in these big moments. Well, he listened, took it to heart yesterday, and gets those, insurance runs is what he got, but that was a big moment to get insurance runs yesterday, and that's why I love what we do. We can literally say something that is true yesterday and get shown up literally hours later. And that's what I love about what we do.
Yes. Well, if you get into this business expecting to be right all the time, you're in the wrong business.
And most people wouldn't even bring it up today. They'd be like, well, I was wrong. They'd be all mad about it, right? But I was just sitting there last night, Dale, going, of course. Of course. The guys we've been bashing are the guys that, the guys that need to step up. They need to be leaders. I'm disappointed they're not more leaders. And then last night you're just sitting there and I was slow clapping in my living room.
Really, really, really nice job. But I guess the only disappointing thing is Erod goes 6 innings, doesn't get the win.
I hate that, man. He just wasted. I hate it.
1 run given up. His ERA is now down to 2.24, and he doesn't get the win.
I hate that about pitchers and how that works out for him and stuff. I literally bothers me.
Yes.
Diamondbacks did it back when Randy Johnson was pitching here. He'd give up 1 run and he'd lose 1-0.
Yep.
And it's just these guys are pitching so well out there to see it happen. We'll get into the Diamondbacks, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight, man, because you're right. A lot of people wouldn't even bring it up today, that they were saying all that stuff about them and what they did last night. But I, on the other hand, find it funny. It's just doing this job can be a humbling experience at times and stuff. It is fun to deal with and all of that stuff as well. We have a championship series starting today, Dale. We're going to make our prediction coming up here in just a little bit. Knights in Carolina battling it out. I've made my decision on who's going to win. And I had to take it took me a while to get the personal side out of it here and everything, but I've broken it down. I went line by line. I went goaltender to goaltender. We'll do our predictions here coming up. Starts tonight as well. We have another day to wait here for the NBA. We'll make our picks tomorrow, but I think we've already made it. You and I both, before the Western and Eastern Conference, we said it was going to be Thunder Knicks in that series. I think we know who we're going with. I don't just substitute the Thunder for who beat them, I guess. But we'll do our official picks tomorrow on the NBA side. And I'm just trying to figure out, the thing I have left to figure out is how many games this is going to end. I know you're high on the Knicks, Dale. I know that. We'll have to talk about that and hash that out a little bit coming up as well as that gets underway tomorrow on the NBA side. We'll get you updated on college baseball. Super regionals are ready to be started this weekend. We'll give you those matchups because if I would have given you $1 and said, just $1 and said, pick your regional matchups, and stuff, and giving you odds on it, none of you would have come up with what mostly we got here this week. It's ridiculous. This is what's so amazing about the parody of sports these days.
Well, it's interesting to me. I thought I saw a blurb from Sweet Lou, Uncle Lou, that
Yeah, it's changing. Its name's changed a long time ago, Joe.
yeah, I'm sorry. Old habits are hard to break.
Well, you're going to be with them all day Thursday. Don't forget Dale and Uncle Lou Thursday.
I'll just call him Lewis. I thought I saw somewhere he said that this will be the first year that there hasn't been one team that made the World Series last
all
year.
8 teams
will be
not,
new.
Yep, all 8 teams are new, no matter what happens.
Wow. That's crazy.
And several of them that made the College World Series, including Arizona, didn't even make the tournament this year.
Wow.
I think it was 3 didn't even make the tournament. And then
3
everybody
of
else,
the 8.
yeah, and everybody else has been it was 2 or 3. And then the other ones eliminated in the regional round as well. Yeah, isn't that amazing? There's nothing but parity out there in college baseball. Did you see this is also what I love about college baseball. West Virginia wins yesterday. And you had the whole stadium there because they were at their home stadium. And the whole stadium singing Country Roads.
Oh, yeah.
Win. Oh, my God. 50, whatever it was, 20,000, 30,000 people, 40,000 people there, all singing Country Roads afterwards because they won that regional. It was fantastic.
Well, there's excuse me.
Yeah, you're right there.
There's a couple football stands. Like at Penn State, between the third and fourth quarter, they sing Sweet Caroline.
Yes.
And it's not one of my favorite songs, but to hear 110,000 people sing it,
I know.
it's pretty cool.
Virginia Tech does Enter Sandman when they come out, and that stadium just rocks. Florida does Tom Petty songs.
Alabama does Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. No, there's something about that. Just sit back, and it just rocks out, and it is amazing to see. And just the baseball players just lined up on the line, and it just listen to that.
The one that I always got worried about was Wisconsin did the jump around.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And literally sitting in the press box. I mean, the stadium was built like in 1936.
That's an old stadium.
And you literally feel it rocking. And I'm like, one of these days. One of these days.
Tells you how old it is, right? Yeah. I've been that Broncos Stadium, which is now whatever it's called now, Empower, Mile High or whatever. But when it was fairly new, I used to go to games there and stuff, like when Jake Plummer was playing for the Broncos and stuff, and we'd sit upper lower level there, and just in the middle of that they did this stomping thing, and I'm like, this stadium's new and it's moving like it's gonna go down here.
Right.
Always gives you that unsettling. I couldn't imagine being in one so old and being that high up there. Well, they renovated it. It's probably safe.
Yeah, I knew they didn't renovate the press box much.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm more comfortable being in a building from 1930 built because it was probably built right than I am the renovations afterwards.
Ooh, okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you there. I'm probably like, what's the oldest part of this building? Let me go stand there. Because construction standards aren't what they used to be.
Well, and I know we're going to be bouncing around, then we'll settle down on topics. But boy, I heard your Cardinals were on the phone, busy yesterday, trying to go some way to get the best player in football. And I hear that Monte Osfor was going to sell the farm, and Myles Garrett decided I'd rather go to the Rams. I don't know why.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Myles Garrett continues to show. Just how ridiculous
how
he is.
Cleveland's affected him so much.
Exactly. That is the most disgusting trade ever. Like, I'm still disgusted by it. Just disgusted.
We'll tell people they maybe did not hear about it yesterday.
I'm still disgusted by it, Dale. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm so disgusted by it. I'll just say this before we tell you what officially went down in that trade. But there are teams that want to win and just go do what's necessary, and there are teams that don't and argue with their 1-11 starting quarterback.
If Brissett was in camp and he was getting paid okay and everything was going fine, that would be one thing. But you got arguably the best team in your division.
Yeah. Well,
getting better.
They're better than Seattle now, I think, right?
Getting better. And you go, you know what? Not only that, but we can't get our quarterback be in the Cardinals, our 1-11 quarterback to show up.
Yeah. Well, mandatory is coming up, I think, the 8th through the 10th. That'll be the tell right there. But he ain't showing up without a deal. Well, just put your money in it there. But this is what makes me nauseous. The Rams have no draft picks. Like, this year was like their first draft pick year in a long time because they trade them all away. They lose Sam Darnold. I talk about this with the Niners all the time. Let's put this in context. The Niners literally made the worst quarterback decision on the planet. They went and got Jimmy Garoppolo, who looked like he was going to be a stud. Turns out he likes adult stars and stuff like that more than football. And that turned out to be a disaster for them. It wasn't working out. And then they go out and make the worst, now not financially worse, but in terms of talent, the worst trade up to go get. Now, they didn't want him. They got stuck with him because they only traded to the 3rd spot.
Which was dominant of itself.
Right? Because you couldn't get one of the 2 guys you wanted at number 3. And they go and get him. I don't even remember the guy's name anymore. I want to say Trey Young, but that's not it. Trey Lance, right? So they go and get him. And it's a monumental mistake. The guy has 0 talent, not very good, blah, blah, blah. And then they just happened in that draft and the last pick to take a guy that now they all claim they saw as genius. Oh, in training camp, we all saw he was going to eventually be the starter and lead them to a Super Bowl. They all claim that now, folks. Hogwash. Hogwash. Don't believe it. But they literally just trip into and just get lucky and get the kid that can come out and win with that team and be a good player in Brock Purdy. So you get that luck in our division. Then you go and you get the luck of the Rams. Not even the luck. It's just what they do. The Rams lost because he retired one of the best defensive linemen of all time.
Aaron Donald.
And we're all like, woo, thank God. And they went and drafted a guy named Jared Verse, who's pretty dang good at that position as well. And we're just sitting here these last couple of years going, they got a Jared Verse just sitting there. They just fill it with another guy, whatever. And then the Rams went, you know what? We can still improve this position. And we can take a really, really good defensive lineman, and we can turn him into one of the all-time greats in Myles Garrett. And I'm sorry, if you're an all-time great in Cleveland, imagine what you're going to do with talent around you in Los Angeles. And the Rams literally went and got generational talent yesterday. The Cardinals are fighting with Jacoby Brissett over significant money differences. It just goes to show you the difference between loser mentality organizations and ones that don't settle. They had Jared Verse, Dale. They could have settled with him and just been like, we're good enough on the defensive line. Our defensive line's good. And they went, you know what, we need to go improve this. And they went and got a generational talent guy. And the Cardinals are turning down 4th-round draft pick offers for Josh Sweat.
Well, a couple things jump out to me. Number one.
It's depressing.
It's not like the Rams' first go-around. Now, what allows them to do some of this stuff is in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th round, they've drafted really good football players.
That's why they don't need first round.
The 2nd, 3rd, 4th rounder, they become really good football.
Yep.
Myles Garrett is only 30.
Yeah.
I thought he was early 32, 30.
Prime of 30. His career, Dale. Prime of his career.
Yes. He signed through 2030. There'd be and he's going to be much happier in L.A. than he is in Cleveland.
Yes.
And they've done this thing one time before when they had Jared Goff.
This is what's nauseating.
They went to the playoffs. They were a good football team, but they wanted to be better.
They could have settled with Jared Goff and had success with him.
Yes.
And they looked at it and went, we can go get a generational talent guy from a losing team.
Yeah, and maybe win a Super Bowl. And they did.
Yeah. And the Cardinals are arguing with Jacoby Brissett.
That's what sucks so bad is the fact that it's like they're 6-hour drive away. They're in your division.
I'm becoming a Rams fan.
You have to.
I've hated the Rams my whole life, and I'm just going to become a Rams fan.
You have to play them twice a year, and it's like, really. And remember, in the NFL, guys, there's a salary cap. This isn't like the Rams becoming the Los Angeles Dodgers and say, you know what, we're bringing.
Remember when Sam Darnold
in?
Remember when Sam Darnold retired? They had to pull back because they were hitting that. Their credit card was coming due. Let's say, so they had to cut back, and then they went and got Puka. And all these other guys that become stars.
Yeah. That's your team now.
It literally I thought this kidney stone was going to be the death of me. It's apparently going to be the Cardinals. It just can't be more sick about this at all. Not that the Cardinals could go get Garrett. We know that's not a possibility because what they give up, and that's the thing. It's not like the Rams they gave up on Jared Verse, who the Rams, even the Browns aren't. I love it when guys are traded, first of all, and then the GM has to come out and be like, oh, we planned on him being part of our team forever. Well, obviously not if you traded him. Clowns. Quit saying that stuff. So it's Jared Verse, a first-round pick, a second-round pick, and a third-round pick. It's not the Rams went and said, and the Cardinals are arguing over a few $1 million with their 1-11 quarterback. And they're not even in the hunt to be in third place in this division. And they're arguing over what are accounts to NFL pennies. And the Rams are like, here you go. Give us our generational talent. We'll figure it out later. And the Cardinals are literally arguing over nothing. This is what makes you nauseous here in Arizona. Team is Michael Bidwell needs to pay for another Hall of Fame trophy to make himself feel better after this. It's just nauseous, man. It's just nauseating. It's disgusting. I don't know what else to say. It's just nauseating. Robert said, hey, the cards aren't made of money. Lifts for your shoes are expensive. Does Bidwell have I know he's short. Does he have lifts?
Hey. That's one question I don't need to know the answer. Although I guess it wouldn't surprise me.
No, would it surprise? He probably has shoulder pads too to make his shoulders look bigger.
Wow.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think the Cardinals? I should reach out to my ticket guy today and be like, "Hey, man, are you having to stand and get his voicemail and be like, hey, when you're done standing in the hallway clapping for your genius owner, can you call me back?"
By the way, my brother got another call on Friday.
Is he sign up again?
No,
he didn't.
No, but
they're chasing him.
But he's in contact because they're in that first row, that Hall of Fame section on the goal, basically the goal line, and
second level, we're right on the edge.
Yeah. 2, 4, 6. There's 8 tickets there. 4 couples.
They're all available.
And they've been there for years. Yeah. They all know each other.
Yeah.
And they all not renewing. And so they stay in touch. They say, okay, we're going to update each other when they call us.
Yeah. But they are calling them.
2 of them got called on Thursday. 2 of them got called on Friday.
They didn't pick up the phone once for me. Not once. No, they eventually did, but they were calling about something else. And they were like, "Hey, man, you think you left a pair of shoes here?"
Hey, you didn't pick up your nacho box when you were done.
So they are getting chased. Yeah, no, that tells you something because the Cardinals don't chase people before. That tells you people are unrenewing like crazy. People are not signing up. Your brother actually did it. I'll tell you this. Smart, because of just buy the individual games you want to go to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because you can't resell them. Even if you're lower level or upper level and cheap tickets, you can't resell them for what you get them for.
No.
Nobody's interested. Maybe there might be 2 games this year, I think, that you might be able to do that on. Other than that, you're not getting your value back. And I certainly can't. That's why after this year, I'm definitely dropping 2. Now, if I stay in that section or I just go back into Gen Pop's, another story.
You mean going with the unwashed?
the Gen Pop. I'm a little nicer about it than you are.
But these guys all got together and said, why don't we just pool our money? We all throw it in and we'll tailgate at somebody's house. Because the main thing does a few of those,
tailgate.
They want tailgate.
Does this include the gentleman? I don't want to say his name. The gentleman that has tickets to like every sporting team in town.
Yes.
He's not renewing.
No, he is.
Okay,
but
he's had them since.
But he's down to I think 4.
Yeah, he had a bunch.
Yeah, he had a bunch, and his main thing is tailgating.
He had 8 or 10,
and nobody's gonna be there to tailgate with him.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why I stopped down. My guy, everybody I used to tailgate with stopped showing up to games and stuff. So I was like, well, no point in me just going and tailgating. It's a lot of work and stuff. So that's why I stopped tailgating out there and stuff and everything. Yeah. Arizona Cardinals.
There you go, Steven. They're your Arizona Cardinals.
I'm a Rams fan. I was joking earlier about becoming a Chargers fan just because I couldn't go for the Rams, but you know, I can claim Rams, man. The Rams should have been my team when I was a kid. I just didn't like them.
But see, you sit here and look at it, and it's like, man, the Rams gave up a lot. Because Jared Verse had 12 sacks last year.
Yeah, and they got better.
He's going into his 3rd year.
No, this is what makes me the sick. I'm not even mad. I'm just sick to my stomach about this. It's if the Cardinals trade Josh Sweat, which I do believe they will be doing coming up here, they ain't getting somebody better back.
But that's what I say. Like, if Myles Garrett, and obviously he led the league in sacks, set a record last year, and whatever you think about records and things like that, but all that the Rams gave up to get him, and the Cardinals are maybe looking at a 4th rounder for a guy who had 11 sacks.
Yeah, I think what was that? The rumor out there was
somebody offered a 4th.
Somebody offered a 4th. Yeah, I don't remember who it was. Yeah, I don't know if I don't necessarily believe that rumor, but people are calling about Josh Sweat. People are offering stuff, but obviously not enough. But yeah, and that's what's going to be amazing. Is Josh Sweat's going to get unloaded, and then we're just going to sit back and be like, the Rams unloaded Jared freaking Verse.
And got
Myles
better.
Garrett, and we unloaded Josh Sweat
for a 5th-round pick in the 2029 draft.
Yeah, which we can't draft in the 5th round very well. So awesome. Just trade him for a bunch of footballs or something just trade him for a bunch of footballs that Marv can drop when they hit him in the hands.
Wow. You are really salty today.
I am like sick to my stomach, folks. Like, it takes a lot for the Cardinals to do stuff because I expect them to screw stuff up.
But they didn't even do anything in this one.
This trade makes me nauseous, man. Makes me nauseous. Here's the other side, though. Then I was stupid yesterday. I go through and I'm reading all this stuff like on the trades and things to that. Let me pull this up here real quick. Let me find it on my computer. This will be nauseating.
Why do you want to relive it?
Because I want to share it with everybody. Okay. I got to find it here. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Keep in mind, the Browns, I'll even say this about the Browns. The organization that is hamstrung beyond belief because of the Deshaun Watson deal that they still are dealing with.
And none of the people that are still there had anything to do with it.
And they're hamstrung by that. Make no mistake about it. They are hamstrung by that deal to this day. Now, they didn't improve by getting rid of Myles Garrett, but they got somebody who's pretty dang good in return. Again, just go to the Browns' perspective, and then all the draft picks they got. The Cardinals are maybe a 4th round pick for Josh Sweat. And let's keep arguing with Jacoby Brissett while we're at it. The Browns look like a better organization than the Cardinals today. This is what makes you nauseous about it. And stuff like that. But here's what I was reading yesterday. The Athletic. Respected. You know, they know this stuff. They delve into things. They have sources and stuff like that. This deal has been in the works for several months for the Garrett to the Rams. And I guess it hasn't been a secret inside NFL circles that the Rams are trying to get Myles Garrett there. And not one other team in the division step up and put some deal together to stop it, let alone some other team in the league and everything. Oh my God, it's even more nauseating. They've been sitting there negotiating about this for several months now, reportedly, to get him there. And the Cardinals, instead of been negotiating with Jacoby Brissett since October, or whatever it is. The more you read about this, it's nauseating.
And I already forgot that they had traded for the Kansas City Chiefs' Trent McDuffie, the cornerback who's a Pro Bowler.
Oh, yeah. They did that earlier this year, too. Yeah. Before the draft, right?
I don't know what it was. It was early this offseason.
Yeah. Some teams do. Some teams don't. Some teams want to perform and be prideful of what they do, and some just want to lose. Hey, LaFleur, how happy are you signed that contract? My question today. If I had an interview with LaFleur today, that would be my number one question. Glad you signed that deal.
Well, I'm sure at the same time you go, well, Steve, it's $25 million.
He would have had another opportunity, though. I firmly believe he would have had a really good opportunity coming up if he keeps going up. But that's the danger. You can. Ray Horton was one of the best defensive coordinators here at the Cardinals, and everybody wanted him 1 year, and he turned down all the jobs to come back here, and now the guy can't get a job anywhere. So it changes quickly for you and stuff like that as well.
Probably the only thing that I can criticize
Miles in division.
Myles Garrett about is his tweet, his post on X of the Cleveland.
That was a long read. I got tired of reading
I'm just reading the last line. Loving you is easy. Leaving you is the hard part. Liar.
Yeah, he's
a liar.
He never shows up for off-season camp and stuff. So because people were like, he didn't show up. This deal's been he never shows up for the OT or voluntary OTAs. Right. He never does, and he comes into shape better than anybody. Yeah. So you stay away if you're going to come into shape like that, right? And stuff like that. Yeah, you lying Saka. You were probably already in LA. I did read where he had already called Aaron Donald and stuff. So the speculation is Aaron Donald come back with me. Oh my God, because that would just be the Rams. That would just be the Rams.
Yeah, and Aaron said, "Yeah, I want to come back, and I really don't need to get paid. I got so much money.
Yeah, I know. I'll come back for my minimum. let's do it. Let's wreck this league." Wow. That's the speculation. There's no proof on that, but he even called him to just be like, "What's it like there?" And reportedly, Aaron Donald was like, "Dude, you don't even know. No, you're gonna be in heaven."
What neighborhood should I live in, Aaron? Which guard?
Aaron probably went. You can stay in my place.
Whichever guard gated.
I've got a room for you. Just you and your family come stay here. You're good.
That's crazy.
It literally nauseating. Like I've been sick ever since that trade happened yesterday. So sick, I tried to make myself feel better that A.J. Brown got traded to the Patriots. And I was like, Patriots, good luck with that headache. And it didn't work. Didn't make me feel better. Didn't make me feel better.
Patriots couldn't be further away from the Cardinals.
I tried. But even then, you sit back. Giants yesterday, they're trying to get better. They signed OBJ yesterday, which I think he's a shell of himself. I think I'm the guy, and I'll openly say it. OBJ made his name by making that one-handed overhead catch with the stickum on his gloves. Heck of a catch. And that made him Miss Superstar. And it went to his head, but he was not that good of a receiver. That play made people think that he was an elite receiver. He was better than average, but he's not an elite Hall of Fame receiver. Never was. But that play alone made people think he was. So say what you want about him, but he's definitely gone backwards over the years with his injuries and stuff like that. But the Giants signed him trying to get better. Now they signed Juju Smith-Schuster to try to get better as well. They signed the Pro Bowl kicker, what's his name? Wu or whatever. The one that kept getting kicked around the league, and even though he's a Pro Bowler out there, let me get his name right, and everything like that. So then you sit back and you watch the Giants trying to improve positions on their end. And the Cardinals want to trade Josh Sweat. whether it be Josh Sweat's liking or theirs. They're trying to trade him. They're negotiating with their backup quarterback. And the Browns didn't get better yesterday, but they got better with draft picks that they need because they have a serious salary problem with the Deshaun Watson deal they're still trying to figure out. And then on top of that, they got back a guy that's still going to get 11, 12 sacks for them this year. He's not going to be as dominant as Garrett, but he's going to be dominant out there.
And he's still under his rookie contract, so he's not even eligible for an extension until after this next season. And I believe the quarterback will be off the books after this coming year.
Is it this year or next year? I was trying to remember.
I think it's this year.
He's going to be their starter too, and he's going to quit on him like he always does. First time he gets hit, he's going to quit on him.
Really, you think so?
He always does. I thought they signed the Giants. It doesn't say. I know they signed Jason Sanders in March, and they just cut him. I thought they just signed.
Deshaun Watson is in the final year of a fully guaranteed 5-year, $230 million contract. So this is a final year.
I can get out of that guaranteed money.
Yep.
Giants did sign Young Ho Koo. That's what his name was. I didn't want to guess, and then people are going to be like, "You racist," if I guessed wrong. But yeah, Koo. I almost called him Ho. Giants signed him. A Pro Bowl kicker. I know he's been around the league and been with a bunch of teams. I don't know why he keeps moving to teams. I don't know if it's a personality issue or what with him. But I'm just sitting here going back yesterday, and teams, even the Browns, who went backwards yesterday, you can argue still
came out with a win.
Yeah. They took a guy from his 30s to a guy in his rookie deal, and who had 12-something sacks last year with the Rams.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. I just don't. I'm just
going to. Did the Cardinals sign anybody yesterday?
No, they're still negotiating with Jacoby Brissett. They're significantly apart. It makes me want to throw up. Guys, give me a minute. Let me cry here for a minute.
I'm still wondering, what is Jacoby Brissett asking for?
That's what we need to know.
Is he asking for 30?
Because that'll determine me on.
Yeah,
Dale, you know what's happening. Okay, I'll just say, you know what's happening. Jacoby Brissett's asking for, a 7, 8, 9, maybe a $10 million deal with incentives based off of wins or something like that. And the Cardinals are like, nope. The Cardinals are like, we'll give you 7 guaranteed. And they're arguing about $1 million or $2 for a team that's $30-something million salary cap left for 1 year. Now, like I said, if Jacoby's asking for 2 years to spread, good teams would sign him for 2 years to spread that money out. But the Cardinals don't have to spread their money out, is my argument. Here's the other depressing thing. So just because I was, we were all kicked in the nuts yesterday with this, with what the Rams are doing, Browns are doing, Giants are doing,
Patriots are doing.
Giants are having meetings based off of a guy the quarterback introducing a guy, and another guy on the team being so offended by it that they have to constantly have meetings out there and stuff like that. They're distracted with that stuff, and they're still improving their team and bringing guys in.
Losing
to try to help
guys
them
to
out.
Achilles injuries
Yeah.
in OTAs.
Yes, as receivers and all that. So I went and found the post-June 1st dead cap rankings. These are the monies you're spending on people that are no longer on your team. Obviously, Kyler Murray is a big one for the Cardinals, coming up here as well. The Dolphins have $179 million. The Browns have $116 million now. They still have dead money because of Garrett leaving. So they paid him out some salary cap. You still get money.
Right.
Then it's Saints at 114 and the Jets at 111. Your Cardinals, fifth, $73 million in dead cap money. A lot of that is Kyler. Here's the difference, though. Now, Dolphins, not good. Browns, not good.
Yes.
Saints, Jets, not good.
Cardinals.
What's the trend here? Cardinals.
Not good.
Because then you get sixth is Eagles with 73 million. Texans are seventh with 66 million. Then you got the Raiders snuck in there at 55 million. Then you got Jaguars and Bills, 54 and 46 million. What's the difference here? Mostly loser teams, loser franchises, loser owners, loser decisions have the most dead cap money. Here are the bottom three teams.
And just so you know what Steve's trying to say, for those of you who don't really fully, and I don't fully understand the cap, but I have an understanding of it, the fact that dead cap money is usually mistakes you made.
They aren't usually. They are mistakes you made.
But would you say the Myles Garrett thing is a mistake? I don't consider that.
Oh
a
no,
mistake.
they're just because they traded him
Right.
and they've already paid him money. You're right on that. You're
Yeah,
right. So
but I would
mostly
say
so.
the vast majority of the time is because you make a mistake.
Yeah,
signing a
you
guy.
signed Kyler Murray to a giant contract
Yes.
and you have to cut him.
Right.
That type of mistake.
Yes.
Here are the bottom three teams.
Let me guess.
Go ahead.
Seattle,
Now, they're 32nd. They have the least dead cap space.
and they have the Super Bowl. Okay.
Yeah, guess how much they have on top of it.
28, 30 million.
513,000.
No.
Yeah. I get these numbers from Spot Tracks. I went and looked at Spot Tracks yesterday. 513,000 in dead cap
And a
money.
Super Bowl trophy.
Yeah. Guess you give me another team here that you think would be low. I'll give you the bottom three.
I would have thought Buffalo would have been.
No, because they have all those receivers and defensive guys they've cut recently and things. So they've racked them up. Yeah.
Cincinnati?
No. Well, they're in the middle.
Are they NFC or AFC?
Both are AFC and they're in the same division. And
Can't be Kansas City.
And not the Chiefs. Chiefs are in the middle. One's really good, Super Bowl contenders, and one should be Super Bowl contenders, but injuries always bite them in the butt. And the Cardinals playing first week.
Who's that?
The Chargers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Are the
Chargers
the other
are
one?
Broncos are the other one.
Oh, see, I was still thinking Russell Wilson might be
No,
counted
Raiders.
against them.
Raiders are 55 million. No, Russell. That's what the Broncos did. They bit that $48 million and they took it all in 1 year.
And they still made the playoffs.
Yeah, and they made the playoffs that year. But then all that money went out. They could have spread it out, but they were like, "We're taking it this year,
And we're going to make the playoffs.
and then so that was gone right away." The Raiders 55 million. Some of that still is Russell Wilson, by the way. But no, Chargers 5 million. Broncos are 31st here with $3 million. Yeah.
And what do the bottom
Bad
three have in
decisions.
common? They're all playoff teams.
Yeah. And even like the Eagles, they're a playoff team, but they're up and down. And I don't know how much of that is AJ Brown money, moving it up to 73 with that trade to the Patriots. He's a part of that. He's going to be a part of that because, again, it doesn't mean you made a bad decision. It just means you owed him money and you paid him out money that still hits your salary cap this year, type of stuff is there. But yeah, no, even the Chargers, who aren't known for splendid ownership, even they have $5 million in dead cap. It's just, you don't want to be grouped in with the Dolphins, Browns, Saints, Jets, Raiders. Cardinals are right there. And looking like the worst team. I'm becoming more and more convinced the Cardinals. I've always thought the Browns ownership was the worst. I've always kind of put, I don't even know where to go with this, but I've always Carolina's ownership's worse. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think we have the worst owner in football.
Well, the thing is about Cleveland, I think that they hit a home run from everything I read with this Andrew Berry as their general manager.
Yeah, he's making the right. They hope just owners get out of the way.
Yes.
Let him do what he wants. They get out of this Deshaun Watson situation. If that's this year, watch out for the Browns. They're going to make good moves. They're just hampered. They're severely hampered.
I think they got 11 draft picks next year.
Picked up
2 firsts, 2 seconds.
Picked up 3 more. It's nauseating, Dale. It makes me nauseous, folks. Like I just walked around yesterday nauseous. I was hoping this giant kidney stone would just rip out of my body yesterday.
It would have hurt less.
I would have felt better about that than I would have. I've seen the Rams get better. Yeah. And Seattle's about to get a new owner. And it's probably going to be Bezos or somebody that's just going to be like, go win, baby. Whatever it takes.
I got things to do. Schneider just run things.
I'm going to cry. Oh, come on back, folks. It's the main event. Sorry to depress you this morning.